customers by eliminating all hassles and attached to purchasing of tickets, picking and affordable packages, etc. So as I said, we will be the one who will rearrange all of the tickets and all of the um, packages, and especially the affordable packages, because so many promotional packages now is, um, coming out of it. So with many people that we have, there will be a lot of promotional packages. In recent times, people are using online platforms to search travel related information and buy tickets and packages. This had given a jolt to the offline travel agents, and their business had slowed down. So at the first place of my video, you can see as I said in the logo of the moon, we will be serving daytime or nighttime, so that if the people or the client will be asking some questions or information about our agency, we can give them the answer right away. So we will hire a trainee in order to do what job is possible. So next is marketing. Our marketing strategy will emphasize focus. We are a relatively new company on the market, and hence must focus on certain kinds of services with certain kinds of clients. With a good clients or not good clients, we will be performing a better performance, or the um, responsible, and we have the respect on every clients and customers that we will be encountering or we will be having. Initially, the business will focus on the local market, expanding into the regional market as time progresses. As we gain the necessary experience, therefore, the initial aim will be to instill awareness and confidence in our service, with the help of respecting and knowing what is your limits in the particular business. Because I already experienced so many times, there are so many, I don't want to say this one, pero ang dami kasing stuff na sobrang susungit. So I don't like to experience that one again and again. And so in our agency, we will make sure that that will never happen, and we will be more respectful, especially in our old ones, and be more confident enough in terms of communicating with them. Marketing strategy and resources. One core element of our strategy will be that of differentiation from our competitors. In terms of marketing, we intend to ensure that our name and services are marketed on an extensive basis so that customers are aware of our existence. So many companies like our company, just like our company, is experiencing, they have no material, and they do not have the right tools and equipments in order to pertain what they are doing. So in our company, we will make sure to ensure the needs and wants of our clients, and with the awareness and with the existence of our company, we will make sure that we will survive, and we will do our job in order to satisfy and to exceed the satisfactions of our customer. Financial plan, financial statement. In starting up the business, the owners invested the money amounting 100,000 pesos for startup expenses, 93,000 pesos for the requirements, and another 110,500 for pesos for the payment for consultant, insurance, and other expenses for the total of 208,500. So when I experience travel in our school, they have the waiver for you to have the assurance that your parents is wanting you to come with in the field trip. So in our agency, we will make sure that you had the experience, insurance, and other expenses, and in order to make sure of what will happen. But as long as we can make safe and secured traveling experience, we will do that. So here is the table. Startup expenses 100,000 pesos, legal papers 40,000, stationery and etc. 15,000, brochures 20,000, consultants 18,000, insurance 60,000. So insurance is way more higher. And other is 35,000 pesos. Total startup expenses is the total is the 288,500 pesos. So here is the startup assets. Cash required 150,000 pesos. Cash required 0. Cash up inventory 0. Other current assets is 370,000. Long term asset is 520,000 for the total of 808,500 pesos. So financial resources. The table shows the startup funding and the business. In this table, startup expenses to fund startup assets, to fund liabilities in capital or investment are presented. So we will be encountering here the investment of the two investors, which is Ms. Rhea Jane Ellis and Mr. Daryl Landal. So startup funding, startup expenses to fund is 288,500 pesos, and the startup asset to fund is the 520,000 pesos. So total funding required is 808,500 pesos, and then as the assets, non-cash assets from startup 370,000, cash requirements from startup 150,000, and for the total of 20,000 liabilities and capital 0, and the planned investment. So the first investor, whatever who it is, but they're just the same because they will be cutting into two, the 808,000 is 404,250,000. So same as the investor 2. And total planned investment is 808,500 pesos. Yeah. So here's the capital and liabilities, and the total funding 808,500. So next is the organization and management. Key personal resources. So first on the top is the Chief Executive Officer, and the 4 categories of it is the Chief Operating Officers, Vice President of Marketing and Marketing Manager, Chief Financial Officer and Controller, Vice President of Production and Production Manager, and then under of Chief Operating Officers is the Operation Manager of Office Manager, Receptionist, Professional Staff. Under Vice President of Marketing and Marketing Manager is Marketing Manager. And next is the Chief Financial Officers or Controller is the Accountant, Bookkeeper, and Controller. And the Vice President of Production or Production Manager is the Quality Control, Safety, and environmental manager. So, next is human resource